In today's video, I'm going to show you how the dashboard of TaskFino can increase the efficiency of your office operations. So on top of the dashboard, you can see how many divisions, departments, designations, employees, and roles do you have. After that, you can see the status of the leads. You can see the status of the assess summary. You can see the attendance summary, that is the attendance summary of that particular day. And after that, you can see the upcoming dues of your business. You can see the project status summary, and here is the overdue milestone summary. All pending leave will be visible here. Task summary is here, and here is the less work summary of your employees. If you have any due invoice, you can see it here. If any of your employees take personal loan, it will be visible here. And if you have any account payable, the summary will be shown here, and your personal task summary will be here. If your employees are in agreement, the next agreement renewal date will be shown here. If you have any personal work hours, that will be shown in this graph. The upcoming holidays is visible here, and notice from the HR department or any other department, the notice will be visible here. And here is the income and expense summary. So isn't it very interesting that without digging further into each module, you can see a overview of your business? Isn't it interesting? Thank you. In today's video, I will show you how you can use the role and permission section to control the access of your employees in different sections. So here you can create a role and you can give access based on the role. Let's see how the admin access is provided. So from here, you can control each and every section of your software, and you can create a specific module. For example, if you want to give someone the access of HRMS only, you can just switch on these sections, and based on that, all the settings will be set up, and you can give specific access to your specific employees. So the whole control is in your hand. So here is the HRMS controls. Here is the lead. Here is finance. Here is the task. And you can see here is loan, here is payroll. So everything is here, and here is your master settings, and here is the subscriptions, which if you want to let your employees see this, you can control from here. Isn't it very interesting? Thank you. In today's video, I'm going to show you what is included in the HRMS of TaskFino. So from the HRMS menu, you can actually control all the human resource management related services of your office. So let's see what is included into our HRMS software, our HRMS module. At first, you can see the employees. From here, you can control all the employees and their details and everything. You can add employees or make any employees inactive, or when any employee leave the office, you can mark him inactive from here. After that, here is the employee types. If you have any permanent employee, if you have any intern, if you have any part-time employee, you can control it from here. And then the divisions, from divisions menu, you can add the divisions of your company. Under the division, there might have a lot of departments. So from the departments, you can see the departments, that how many departments are there in your company. After that, your employees might have different designations. So from the designation menu, you can set the designations of your employees. And then there is a submodule named attendance. In the attendance, you can actually see attendance related everything, that is the calendar. And from the calendar, you can also see the holidays, leave, and everything here. After that, here is attendance. So if you want to check the individual attendance of any employee, you can check it from here using these filters. And after that, if there is any attendance reconciliation, you can control it from the attendance reconciliation menu. And if you want to see the report of any individual team member, then you can use this menu. It will create a PDF report of that particular employee for the specific time range you want. So this is very useful for the office employees, so that you can see who is coming on which time, etc. And after that, there is the policy. You have to create the policy first, and then you have to create the policy mapping. And this way you can assign the policy to all the office staffs of your business. And then there is the web attendance. This is very interesting. If you allow your employees to work from home, you can just verify their IP address, and based on that they can provide the web attendance exactly from that IP location. And after that, here's the visit attendance. And this visit attendance is actually when your employees go to visit any other office or any other business for business purpose, they can check in and check out from that particular location. So automatically their location will be recorded, as well as the time of check-in and check-out. So checking these things, you can actually understand that when your employees actually visited the office and when they came back from that office. So everything will be under your control. Isn't it very interesting that using the HRMS module, you can actually control the whole human resource management system of your office? Thank you. In today's video, I'm going to show you how the attendance submodule of HRMS module actually works. So inside the HRMS module, you will see the attendance submodule, and inside submodule, there are some features. So let's start with one by one. At first, there is the calendar. Inside the calendar, you can see actually when is your weekends, when is the upcoming holiday, and if your employee is taking a leave, that will be shown here. After that, there is the attendance menu. From the attendance menu, you can check the attendance of any particular employees. Just select the name, or if you want to see the attendance of the whole department, you can select it from here. Okay, so click I already selected the name. Now I'm selecting the date. Maybe is from 1st June to 30 June. Now the attendance report should be visible here if I click on 30, but this is the demo version of TaskFino. It is not connected with any attendance management machine. So if your software is connected with the attendance machine, it will pull the data from that machine and show it here. So you can see for that particular employee what is the status of her attendance. When did she check in, when did check out, and what was the expected duty hour, and what actually work hour she completed for that day, and if there is any extra less duty hours, that will be shown here also. So from here you get an idea about the attendance of particular days. After that, here is the reconciliation. If any of your employee want to reconcile any attendance, maybe he or she forgot to check in, and at the time of checkout he actually knows that his check-in was not recorded, then he can request for the reconciliation. So reconciliation will appear here. Here the employee requested for the reconciliation for 1 hour and 28 minutes, and if the approver thinks that yes, it is okay, he can approve it from here, or he can reject it. And after that, the most important part of HR, that is the reporting. Seeing this report, any HR manager can take particular decisions. Just have to select the employee name and just the date, for which date range he wants the report. Just select it and click on generate PDF report. It will create a PDF report based on the attendance machine. I am saying again that this is the demo version of TaskFino, and it is not connected with any attendance management machine. That's why we are not seeing the data. If it was connected with the attendance machine, we could see all this data. And after that, here is a summary that how many days the employee came on time, how many days was absent, what was the delay status, what is the extreme delay status, and if there is any holiday, it will be shown here. And you can see full day leave, half day leave, sandwich leave, available in office versus what was the total working days, weekend, the number of weekends for that particular date range. And after that, here is the expected duty or total work hour. If there is extra less duty or, that will be shown here. If she is allowed for overtime, it will be shown here. And if she has any off days, overtime, that will be also shown here. So from this report, an HR manager can take particular decision about the employees attendance. And coming back here, you will see that here is policy. So if you are new in TaskFino, you have to create the attendance policy. Just click on create policy and you will see all the options to create the policy. We already created some policy. For example, this is the full-time employee policy. According to the policy, the employee have to check in at 9 a.m. and check out at 6 p.m. and there is 30 minutes delay time. That means if the employee comes within 9:30, it will be counted as on time. So after that, there is 60 minutes extreme delay buffer. That means if any employee comes after 9:30 a.m. but before 10 a.m., then he will be treated as extreme delay, and after if the he will be treated as delay, and if the employees come after 60 minutes, that is after 10 a.m., then he will be treated as extreme delay. And here is the overtime. If any employee want to do the overtime, so after completing his total work hour, there will be a 30 minutes buffer time, and after that time the overtime will be started counting. And here is a minimum threshold of the overtime, that if the employee doesn't do 60 minutes of continuous work, that will not be counted as the overtime. And after that, here is the work hour. So from here we can create the policy, and after that we have to mapping this policy. So how we can map this policy? Let's see, we have created the policies and now we are mapping the policies. Just select which policy do you want to map. I want to map this policy, office time 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Okay, now I can imply this policy over a division, or I can imply this under any department. I select the department and all the employees of this department have been selected. Now if you want to add any extra employee who is not from this department but you want to map this policy with him, you can select the name from here. Okay, and from which date do you want to effect this policy mapping? Just select the date, and from that date the policy will be applied on the selected employees. So from here you can create the policy and policy mapping is done. After that, here is the web attendance. Sometimes it might happen that your office doesn't have any attendance machine. In such cases, you can allow your employees to check in and check out using this button. In such case, you have to validate your IP address. For example, if you want your employees to come at office and then click on check-in, then you can assign to which employee do you want to allow this, and here you have to put the office IP address. So based on this IP address, when the TaskFino will find that yes, this employee is inside the office, just validating this IP address, if the employees click on check-in, TaskFino will record his check-in time, and after that it will be marked as red color, check-in successful, and you can click on check out, and if the IP address is validated, then the checkout will also work. So your employees can only check in and check out based on the IP address. You can apply it to remote employees also. You just take the IP address of that remote employee and put it here, and he can check in and check out only from his remote working place, not from any other places. And after that, here's the visit attendance module, visit attendance menu. Using this, you can check when your employees goes to visit any office. You can just see when they check into that location, what was the status, and when they came back, etc. So it takes the location of the employee automatically and keep the record here and shows it in Google Map. So this is everything of the attendance sub module, and from here you can control all the attendance related things of your office. Thank you so much for watching this video. In our next video, we will show you how the leave management system of HRMS module works. Till then, bye bye. Thank you. In today's video, I'm going to show you how the leave submodule of HRMS module works. So inside the leave, you can control the leave application, leave request, acceptance, rejected, etc. for your employees. So let's see how it works. At first, here's the leave balance. You can click on the leave balance, and if you want to see the allocated leave balance for your employees, you can see from here. Just select the name of the employee, and if she is allocated any leave, you can see it here. And from here you can actually edit the leave also. If you want to allocate more leaves to that particular employee, you can control it from here. After that, here is the leave types. When you are new, at first you have to select the leave types. We already created some leave types, for example, casual leave, emergency. If there is any paternity, maternity leave, etc., you can add here. We have bereavement leave also, so you can add all these leaves here. And if you have any other leaves than the core leaves, you can create it here. Just click on create leave types, fill up these forms, and your leave types is created. And from this menu, you can apply leave for yourself and for your employees. If you are an HR manager, you will have the access to apply for your employees, and if you are an employee, then you can only apply for yourself. So clicking on apply for employee, just select all these things and your application will be done. So the admin can see the leave request from here. When any employee applies for the leave application, if you are authorized to accept the leave, you can see this menu, and from here you can either approve or reject. Here is a tool tip from where you can see the leave balance. So leave balance is not allocated here, as this is the demo version of TaskFino. So for the real employees, you can see how many days of leave does he have, how many is the allowance, and how many did he availed, and how many is remaining. So this is a very useful menu before approving your leave applications. And at this tooltip, you can see the reason of the leave. So the employee mentioned this, the reason is emergency. So if you want to approve the leave, you can click here, or you can reject. Let's approve the leave. So you see the leave balance, and then click on approve. Okay, so the leave is already approved, and we can see the leave request approval and rejection from here. So in the leave menu, you actually can check the leave balance, the leave type you can create, you can apply leaves for yourself or the employees, and you can see the leave request and accept it or reject it. That's all about the leave module. Thank you for watching. In today's video, I'm going to show you how the notice menu works for TaskFino. So inside the HRMS, there is a submenu named notice. In notice, you can send any notice to your employees. If there is any holiday or if there is any announcement, you can easily use this feature and can send an email notification to your employees. Just click on publish new notice and give a title to your notice, and you can select the recipient type. For example, if you want to send the notice to any specific department, just select here department, and all the departments will be appear here. For example, if I want to send the notice only to the business development department, I just select this, and you can select actually multiple departments also. And after that, if you want any particular employee not to receive this notice, then you can select the accept employees from here. I want here all the business development department employees came here. I want that Sarah shouldn't receive this notice. I just selected her name and just write the whole notice and click on send notice, and your notice will be sent to the particular recipient. As I didn't fill up the title, it is showing an error. Okay, for example, I sent this notice to some of the employees. So clicking on here, you will see the notice. This was actually the notice, and it was published on March 12, 2025, and the notice type is notice for all the employees, and here is the list of the recipients. So using this notice module, you can send notice as well as you can keep a track record of all the notice of your office. Isn't it very interesting feature for your company? Of course it is. Thank you so much for watching the video. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can use the lead management system of TaskFino to boost up the client conversion ratio of your business. So here we designed the lead management system in such a way so that if you follow our guideline and practice it regularly, it will help you to convert more leads to clients. Let's see how does it work. So in leads, at first you have to select the categories. And from this categories menu, you can create the lead category. We have already created some categories that what type of lead it is, what type of service does he want. Based on that, we created these categories. If you want to create a new category, just click on create lead category, put the title and select the status, and it will create the category. So next time going to the sources, you should recognize that from which source which lead came from. For that, you can add this source here. Just click on create source, put the title and the status, and the source will be added. We have already added some sources for you. If you have many sources of leads, you can add it here. And after that, this is the status. This is very interesting part of lead management system, because using these status stages, you will convert your clients. We have already set some status when the clients first come to take your service, that we count it as lead. And after that, when the initial contact is done, the second stage, and if you do any meeting, then the third stage, and after the meeting, if you send in proposal, that is the fourth stage, and after sending the proposal, you should follow up, that is fifth stage. After several follow-up sessions, you can either convert the client or lost. So based on this, we have made this lead journey from where you can convert the lead to client. Okay, so if you want to use our suggested statuses, you can use this, or if you think that you need one more status, you can just create the status from here. Just put the title, select the sequence, where does it suit, and then select the color, and after that is what is the status type and the status, and filling up all this, just click on submit, and a new lead status will be created. When all this setup are done, you can start adding your leads and start monitoring them. So here in all leads, you can see how many leads do you have in your pipeline. So we have, for example, 55 leads, 29 initial contact, 13 meetings, 55 proposals sent, 52 follow-up, 103 converted, congratulations, and 106 lost leads. Okay, so how we are adding the lead, let me make the screen larger. Okay, so we can add the lead from here. Just click on add lead, fill up all this information, and assign the lead to someone, and click on submit, and after that the lead will be added. Okay, and the most important thing, you can keep the business card, front page and back page of the lead also. Okay, let's go back and see. When the lead is added, you will see something like this. Here are a lot of filters. Using these filters, you can actually filter out your appropriate lead. Also, this is the lead, and if you want to add something here, you can click on show, and you can add the follow-up meeting date, everything, and what proposal you sent, you can attach it here. So for example, you have a virtual meeting first, and then you have face-to-face meeting. Now if you want to follow up it, just create an activity log. If you send any proposal, then the status will be proposal sent. Now the status is proposal sent. So after proposal sent, you can either follow up or convert. So for example, I contacted the lead today, and I have a follow-up record here. Just I will fill up the date, and it is requesting me for time also. Okay, after that, choose a contact medium. How did we contact it? Maybe phone call. I did a phone call for the follow-up. remarks. I should take a note here. I call the lead. Okay, and if you have any attachment, you can add it here, and you must have to put when you will contact later. So after 2 days I will make another follow-up. That's why I am adding this date as the next contact date. Okay, and if I click on submit, it will create another log with today's date and when is your next contact date, that is added here. So in this way, if you follow to follow up your clients based on the next contact date, then no client will be missed and all your follow-ups will be on time. So this is a very good practice. Following this, you can convert your leads to clients and not a single client will not a single lead will go on. Okay, so in the lead there is another option, that is my leads. Okay, you might have a lot of employees in your business development department who actually are working with the leads and sales. So you can assign those leads, particular leads, to a particular person. So the particular person will see only those leads which is assigned to him. So in this way you can control all your leads, so that not any person who is not entitled for a particular lead, he will never see the details of the lead, and the person who is actually responsible for this particular lead, only he can see it and edit it. Once the lead is ready to take the service or converted, you just create activity log and then click converted and click on submit. When you do this, your last proposal will be added with the activity log and it will be sent to client. It will be sent to the finance department, actually to the accounting department for the further procedure. So that the accounting knows that what deal you have locked, and based on that they will send the invoice and everything. So this is everything about the lead management system of TaskFino. We personally using this lead management system in our business, and we saw a lot of client conversion comparing to previous status. And I can definitely say that if you use lead management system of TaskFino, you will get a growth in your sales and business as well. In today's video, I'm going to show you how the accounting module of TaskFino works. In our previous module, we showed you that how the lead works and how the salesperson can convert the lead to successful client. And when the lead manager or salesperson converts the lead to client, then he needs to fill up a form, and after filling up that form, he can send the payment details to accounting, and after that the accounting person starts. So here are projects which came from the leads that is converted, and we can see here this lead came from the lead client came from the lead section, but not yet confirmed. So let's see what is inside. So we are seeing all the details of that client who is just onboarded. So the finance manager can check from here that what was the amount agreed, what is the VAT tax, everything, and what is the milestone. Based on the proposal, the finance manager can create the milestone here, and based on this milestone he can collect the payments, and he can select the payment terms, pre-payment or post-payment, milestone deadline, payment deadline, everything here. And after that, when he will click the approve button, then the project will be approved and added on the project as the approved project status. So from here he will have all the controls over his project and payments, everything. When the project is approved, then automatically these milestones will be created, based on which the finance manager will collect the payments and everything. And after that he can send the invoices to the clients based on the milestones. So let's see how the invoice works actually. Here's the invoice. So if you want, you can keep the logo visibility off, and you can keep the tax calculation off also. So if we keep the tax calculation on, we are seeing that we can add the invoice and everything here, and just click on update, and this invoice will be added here. And you can also collect the payment using this method. Maybe you collected the payment through bank account, and when this is confirmed, then you can update this section and click on submit, so that the invoice is marked as paid. So this is very important in accounting to use the invoicing properly. This is very nicely done in TaskFino. And after that, you can keep the records of any expense related to your projects. Just click on create and fill up all these things, and it will be added into your project expense section. And after that, there is account types. If you want to add the account types, maybe cash, bank, or online payment, or anything else, you can add the account type here. Just click on create and fill up this form and click on submit. This type of account will be added here. And after that, if you have a lot of accounts, maybe you might have a lot of bank accounts, you might have a petty cash, you might have some online payment gateway, all you can add here easily just by clicking on create and fill up all these forms and click on submit. It will be added. After that, if you deposit any amount in your business, then you can add it here from account deposit section. Just click on deposit, click the title, choose in which account do you want to deposit, what is the amount, there's the remarks, and click on submit. It will be deposited to your account and the record will be created. If you want to transfer your fund from one account to another account, then you can use this option. Just click on transfer fund and select from which account do you want to transfer, to which account do you want to transfer. Select, click put the amount and fill up the remarks and click submit. The amount will be transferred from one account to another, and it will be recorded in the transaction history section. So in the transaction history section, you can see that all the transactions related to your business here, and everything that you did the transaction, it will be appear here. So we made the accounting section very dynamic and very easy to use, so that anyone can easily use it and get the benefit. Thank you so much for watching the video. In our next video, we will show you how the task management system of TaskFino works. That is all about today. Thank you. In today's video, I'm going to show you how the task management system of TaskFino can change how you actually work and increase the efficiency of your business and your team. So let's start. In the dashboard, you can get a summary of the task. If you click on the task menu, you will see that there is board, and under the board there is all tasks and global tracker. So let's see how the board works actually. When the accounting milestones are created, from that milestone automatically the boards are created. So everything is automated step by step. So we can see here are some boards. Let's see what is inside of each board. Here you can see that which project it is written here, and what is the title of the milestone, actually the board name. And after that, who is the supervisor of that board, who is the member working in that board, and if they start the work, the status will be changed, and if not, then the status will be not started. So in this case, this is not started. Let's start. Let's see a project that is started already, so it is ongoing. Let's see what is inside the project. Inside the board, you can actually control your task in the Kanban view. So here is backlog, to do, doing, done, done and review, and completed section. So here is the task. You can easily create task by clicking here to write the title of the task, click on submit, and it will be done. And after that, you can just move it from here to the next level and take it to another section. very easy. Okay, drag and drop, and in this way you can actually control the boards and everything. And if I click on the boards, I already showed you how the board work. Here in all tasks you can see all the tasks associated with your projects, and all the tasks will be visible here. So this is a demo account of TaskFino. That's why here is no task assigned and it is not showing in task. You can use the filters to filter the task and find out whatever you need. From the global tracker, the admin can check what is the status of the task, subtasks, etc. And here are a lot of features, lot of filters actually, using which the admin can see what is the status of the task and subtask. Here is the task and here is the subtask, and here you will see everything of the task, when is the deadline, when actually started, when actually ended the task, who is actually involved in the task, and everything from here. We made it very user friendly so that anyone can use it and increase the efficiency of his team. And here you will see some statistics also. If there is any word count related work, the word count will be shown here. Seeing this, you can take decisions about your team's performance and everything. So this is everything about the task module. We made it very simple but very user friendly. Start using the task module of TaskFino, and within 1 month you will see the difference. We say that you can save 1 entire week every month if you use TaskFino. In today's video, I will show you the asset module of TaskFino, how you can use the asset module to organize all the assets of your company and keep a record of everything, track everything, and use them efficiently so that your team can optimize the uses of the assets. Let's see how it works. In the dashboard, you can see that here is a summary of assets, that according to the category, how many assets do you have and how many is available and how many is already assigned. So if you go inside of this, inside the asset, there is a category section. If I click on category, you can see that I can create the category actually. Maybe a laptop is a category, your monitor is a category. If you have any other device, mobile or mouse, keyboard, these all are category. You can add those category based on your requirements and start adding the assets here. So inside the asset, you can see what asset do you have. You can filter the asset using various type of filters, and here you can see the asset image, asset information, what was the cost of the asset, what is the purchase date, and if there is any warranty, how many days of warranty left, and what is the expiration date of the warranty. It will be shown here, and to whom the asset is assigned currently, that will show here, and the status is assigned. And sorry, this one is who is currently using the asset, and this one was the who is the last person assigned. So for this case, this person, Sarah, is the only user of this product. That's why there is no last assigned person. And if we go inside of any device, you will see that, okay, from here you can see to whom it is assigned. So if it is assigned to someone, then at first you have to release it and then have to assign to another person. So we are seeing that it is already assigned to someone on December 9, 2024, and she has to return the product on December 11, 2024. And this is the record of the asset to whom it belongs to now. And after that, there is an additional assets section. So maybe you have a computer, and for that you want to buy RAM, new RAM. So you can add that RAM as an additional asset of the particular product. Okay, in this way you can organize your assets and sub assets very precisely. And here is the repair history. If you do any repair of the product, you can add it here, so it will keep here as a record. And here you will see the pricing, total warranty, and everything here. In this way, it is very easy for the HR manager to understand that which of the asset is assigned to which employee, so that when it comes to terminate any employee, he can, using one click, find the assets available available to that employee, and the HR manager can collect those assets easily from the person, from the employee. In this way, the asset module of TaskFino works and helps to organize your office assets in a very perfect way. So this is all about the asset. In our next video, we will show you how your employees can take the personal loan and can do the calculation inside TaskFino. In today's video, I'm going to show you how the loan module of TaskFino works. If you want to give collateral-free loans to your employees, you can use our loan module. In the loan module, you can set up the loans based on your interest rate. So let's see how it works. At first, we have to go to the loan policy, and we can create policy based on the interest rate. Just name the policy and then put the interest rate and click submit. Your policy will be created. So here we are saying that 5% interest rate policy is created and another policy has 0 interest rate. Now see how it works. When any employee applies for the loan, he can apply by clicking on the apply button, filling up all the information, when the installment will be start and when the installment will end. Based on this, the reviewer can review and approve the loan. Let's see, here is a approved loan. So how it works, go to show, and you can see that the principal amount is mentioned here, in how many installment he wants to pay, when the installment will be ended, everything is here. Also the interest rate is visible here, and here is his loan activity log. When did he apply, when it was approved, and when did he make the first payment, everything is here. And below here you can see the whole amortization table, from where you can see all the payments, scheduling, interest, principal amount, and everything. So it's a very effective tool if you want to give your employees loan from your own fund and collect it by installment with their salary. So this is all about the loan module of TaskFino. I believe this will help your employees to get better service from your company. In today's video, I'm going to show you how the payroll module of TaskFino works. So to open the payroll module, you have to click on payroll, and inside of this you can see the policy, disbursement template, and the salary payslip. So at first you have to select the policies. Here are a lot of policies. If you have any employee which you want to pay the salary on recurring basis, it could be monthly salary, or it could be 15 days, it could be 7 days. You just name the policy name and select the type of salary you want to pay. If it is monthly, select monthly, and if it is custom, then put the number of days, for after how many days you want to generate the payslip for this employee. Just select and click on submit. The policy will be created. After that, here is the hourly work policy. So if you hire any employee based on hourly works, then you can create the policy for him. Just click on create and name, and after that you have to select for every 1 day how many work hours he can complete. If you want him to do 40 hours in 7 days, just select 7 here and here 40. So he have to work at least 40 hours in 7 days. Or you can make a policy like every day he have to work 6 hours. Okay, and if you want this time to be within a time range, then you can select it here when the check-in and check-out time will be. So the employee have to work within that time period. If he works out of the time period, that will not be calculated in the hourly work salary. Okay, now here is the salary. This is the structure of the salary. So you can name the salary policy, and after that you have to select how much is the basic, how much is the house rent, conveyance, medical, dearness allowance, and click on submit, and your policy will be created. After that, if you allow any project commission, you can select it here. You can just create the policy, just name it, choose what type of commission do you want to share. Is it a flat rate or is it a percentage? If it is percentage, what is the percentage rate? You select that and click submit, and the people who are in this policy, they will get the project commission automatically after calculation. If you provide any meal allowance to your employees, you can select the meal policy here. Just click on create, name the title, and then choose if it is a fixed amount, then put the fixed amount you provide every month, and if it is per head meal percentage, then you can put the percentage, and the whole meal calculation will be done. And on the salary payslip you will see this policy is applied. And after that, if you want to pay the overtime to your employees, you can just create the overtime policy, create the policy here for how many days, and for the working days, what is the amount of overtime, and for off days, if your overtime is different, you can select here and click on create, click on submit, and your overtime policy will be created. Next is the extra leave policy. If you want to deduct your employee's salary for every extra leaves, for example, if you have 25 days of allocated leave for the whole year, and if your employee assumes more than 25 leaves, then you can still create a policy for how many days of extra leave, what amount of salary will be deducted, and on which basis you will deduct the salary, on gross or basic, you can select it, and what will be the deduction type. Is it the current monthly salary or the average of the current year's monthly salary? You can select any one from here, and based on that the salary deduction will be done for the extra leaves. And after that, if you have any insurance, you can create the policy, and based on this policy the insurance will be deducted from the salary. Same things work for provident fund. If you have any provident fund, you can create the policy and apply it on the employees. So what amount will be paid by the employee and what amount will be paid by the employer, and a number of months, for how many months this provident fund will run. You can select all these policies and create and submit, and the policy will be created. So after that, the festival bonus. If you want to offer festival bonus to your employees, you can easily create the policy from here. Just name the policy, choose what type of bonus do you want to give. If it is a flat amount, just select flat and put the amount. If it is a percentage, then just put the percentage here, and your salary calculation will be done automatically based on this. After that, if there is any fine, you can put it here. There are several types of fine in different offices, so you can click on create and create the fine, and when the payslip is generated, you can apply the fine on the designated employee. And after that, if there is any late entry fine for in your office, you can create it here for how many days of delay, what type of salary do you want to deduct. You can make it here and click on submit, and the salary deduction will be done based on the attendance report and the late fine calculation. Okay, then the tax calculation. This is very interesting. You have to add your tax calculation instruction here. It could be a PDF. You can generate just a PDF or Word file, just upload it here, click on submit, and the whole tax calculation will be based on this. We make it through AI, so AI will do the whole tax calculation, and we found it is almost 99 to 100% correct calculation for every country. We made it this way because from any country you can use it. Just upload your income tax calculation policy, and the system will calculate the income tax based on this. Okay, And when all your policy setup is done, then you have to go to the disbursement template. So this is for the bank. If you want to submit your salary instruction to bank, you can just name it. If you want, you can make this template the default template and put the template here. Here you can use this type of placeholder for the amount or inwards everything. In that case, the whole when you generate the salary, the disbursement template will be generated. You can download it, print it, and send it to your bank for the salary disbursement. Okay, and after that, here is the salary pay slip. You can select the department, or you can create all employees salary all at once. Just click on generate payslip and the payslip will be generated. And if you want to create the payslip for an individual employee, you can just create it from here. Just select the name and click on generate payslip and the payslip will be generated. And here we have already generated some payslip. I will show you how the payslip actually looks like. So click on show, and here you are seeing that the basic information is here, and after that, after the calculations, all the policies are applied here. And if it is okay, you can just click on save and it will be saved as the final salary payslip for this particular employee. If we go back, you can see here's another very interesting part, that is Excel view. If you click on the Excel view, you will see the salary calculation of that employee on an Excel view, spreadsheet view actually. And if you think this should be changed, just click on here and it will take you to the to that employee's that portion, and you can make changes here and click on save. It will be saved for this employee and will affect here. This way you can easily make all the salary calculation and everything from here. And when your salary calculation is done for the final version, you can just download it from here. It will download a PDF file. Okay, you can see the salary payslip here, and the calculation and everything is here. So based on this, you can easily send the salary payslip to your employees. This is all about the TaskFino payroll module. So you can use this payroll module to automate the salary disbursement system of your office, and all the salary pay slips will be generated and delivered to your employees' email address. This is very cool and this is very useful. Once you start using this payroll system, all your manual works will gone, and you will be able to generate the pay slip and disburse the salary within clicks. Thank you.